change it.
I don't trust a soul, I don't trust nobody. Do it by some, I don't trust my own body. You would take a shot and you took her to Chrome Pilot. It only took me one car, got a just this, my boyfriend put me for a show. I'm rocking white and gold, it look like I got ties. Water coming in and out, it never was a drop. The opposition is tripling head. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, finna show you how to get it. First we make 100, then you stay down, stack your rest, I'll never spin me.
And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Vassell and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. And it's Paul in at the 1. And then for the Brooklyn Nets. And it's Big Daddy in at the power forward position. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. Outside Barnes. Pass to Wembanyama. Paul looking over the floor. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's the magician. Here's the great one. Pass to Monroe. Here's Arthur. Offline with a 3. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big 3. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Here's Monroe. Monroe, the pass to Big Daddy. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Wembanyama screen. Now here's Vassell. He's covered closely. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And this is what it's all about inside. Vassell willing to get physical to finish his motion.
Pass to Monroe. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
Sohan outside. Up top, Paul. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitutions on the court.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Now here's Sohan. He's guarded closely. 4 on the clock. Wembanyama screen. Vassell can't get it to go. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scores, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
The Nets have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's primetime. Sohan covering. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. The coach knows that defending against Chris Paul can be maddening, especially for players. He said he stressed to his guys to not reach or stick their arms out, saying, quote, once you do that, Chris will rip through or create contact. Before you know it, you're in foul trouble. We've seen Paul do that many times before. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Wembanyama. The fader. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Paul. 3-point lead. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
He misses the free throw. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter out here, too.
Good-looking guy.
Shoots from 12. Rebound by San Antonio. There's 31 seconds left in the opening quarter. Branham passes to Barnes. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
15 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Simmons. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Monroe. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. San Antonio on top, up by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Stand back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. We've got Cam Thomas, and it's the Magician in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Here's the Magician, still without a bucket. And that one drops for him.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Jones, the pass to Collins. And here's Johnson. Back to Collins. The rebound by Cowboy.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Here's Arthur. Pass to the Magician. Thomas outside. Knocks down the triple. Thomas has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
So both teams making some changes here. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And Vassell, the bucket, on the assist by Johnson. Vassell's got 7 points in the game.
And when wings take it down low, good things happen.
Thomas outside from behind the arc, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Jones, the pass to Johnson. Vassell outside. The shot. Brooklyn pulls it in.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. San Antonio with the ball. Following the bucket by the Nets. Vassell. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Coach, as you know, two-way wings like Devin Vassell are a hot commodity in the NBA these days.
Yeah, Brian, he's got good defensive instincts. He's got great length. And offensively, a pretty good three-point shooter, but his main weapon is that mid-range jump shot.
And he drops the first. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
And so Vassell nails both of them. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Throws it up high.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Trailing by 2. Here's Barnes. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. The Nets have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Pass to the great one. Here's Monroe. He's guarded by Barnes. From the baseline, Monroe with a bucket. Monroe's got his third basket on the night right there. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Vassell outside. Outside Wembanyama. A 3 from Barnes. San Antonio again can't hit. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Here's Arthur. Counted from distance. Now it's a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Good on the shot.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Brooklyn out in front, up 3. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Devin Vassell, he's been playing really well.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. Chris Paul out there with Devin Vassell, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. Now here's Barnes. Pass to Vassell from outside the arc. He buries it from 3. Vassell's got 12 points in the game. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
Now here's Wembanyama. Back to Vassell. For the lead. It's hauled in by the great one. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 9 so far for the perimeter. And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
San Antonio has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
All you fathers fellas, you get on the big screen and you sit with your obligation. Let's hear it for you.
Right side, Paul. Sohan outside. Now here's Vassell. Defense right on him. Pass to Wembanyama. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And for the Nets, their shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws tonight. And he makes a first. And he makes both free throws.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Outside Paul. Here's Vassell. And the three-pointer goes. Vassell's got 6 in the quarter.
Always ready and willing to fire. Vassell from the corner.
The Magician pass to Big Daddy.
Third quarter.
Inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And I love the physical play from Sohan inside. Mixing it up with the defense and drawing the foul.
San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Shoot 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
Branham's checked in for San Antonio. Jones comes in for Paul. And he sinks the second. Here's Arthur. He's got 5. And there's 1:45 left in the third. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Here's Cowboy. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Simmons. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Now here's Sohan. Outside Jones. Here's Wembanyama. San Antonio again can't hit.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Here's Cowboy. 35 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And he gets that one.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
San Antonio again can't hit. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. The great one passes to Big Daddy. Seconds left. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
His first personal. Second team foul.
We've watched 3 so far in this one. Brooklyn out in front, leading by 5. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Nicholas Claxton, and it's the Magician in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's the Magician. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Pass to primetime. Thomas outside. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. That's on Keldon Johnson.
Bucket's good. Defensive foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, their mid-range game has been outstanding. They're just finding holes in the defense and exploiting them.
Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. You think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star. And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. To hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Spurs trail by 3. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Vassell outside. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Great One. The Great One's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The shot by Big Daddy, no good. Left side, Paul. Deflected. Here's Monroe. He's guarded by Vassell. The shot by Big Daddy, no good. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Outside Paul. Back to Vassell. Outside Paul. 6 to shoot. And there's the screen to tie it up. Let's go with a 3. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Brooklyn leading by 3. The Magician pass to Big Daddy. Another score, his 5th make out of 10 tries.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
We're into the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Wembanyama pass to Paul. Here's Sohan. Outside Wembanyama. Fires for three. Second chance shot. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Here's Arthur. Sohan covering. The shot by Big Daddy, no good. Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Paul. And here's Wembanyama. It's hauled in by the great one.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And he sinks it.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Let's go, everyone. I need it to get loud in here for your Brooklyn.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. To the inside. And now they decide to foul intentionally. There's 37 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to the Magician. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And it's a 7-point Nets lead.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
.26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The three from Wembanyama, and he buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, the dime-dropping skills of Paul. Tremendous at getting it to uncover teammates. Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Wembanyama, the pass to Barnes, lets it fly. The Magician grabs the miss.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
First team foul.
Shots. 3 shots.
He makes the first of 3, and that trims the lead to 6. The second one drops, and that brings him within 5. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that shrinks the margin to just 4. So it's a narrow victory for the Nets, pulling it out for the W. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.